Hey, what is up? My name is Addison, and today I'm going to teach you how to kill a bloater. So, if you're new to the world of The Last of Us, you may have recently encountered a bloater, and you don't know how to kill it. Those things are tough. They are very tough to beat. Obviously, that's the whole reason. But they're very difficult to beat in the sense that if you get too close, you're dead. They'll kill you. And they also like to throw spores at you, which also takes a lot of damage to your health. So you might be wondering, how do I kill one of these? Because this seems pretty difficult, especially when you're low on ammunition and other crafting supplies. It can be very difficult. So you've got to use everything very wisely. My first tip when finding a bloater is to always be running. ABR. Yeah, ABR. Now, if you're constantly moving, it's good because he can't move very fast. Bloaters are all very, very slow. So you always have to be moving, dodging, going through it and trying to get as far away from it as possible. And then you can aim your attacks at him. Tip number 2, always aim for his face if possible. As you can see, it has like the little prong, like looking things, like the breach, kind of like clickers do. It can be kind of difficult, especially if you're aiming at him from far away, but if possible, aim for his face. That is where you're gonna get the most effective shot. Tip number 3, use all of your throwable weapons first, because those are gonna be some of the most effective things against him. I specifically always try and use my Molotov cocktails and my nail bombs, because the Molotov cocktail will distract him because he gets set on fire, so he starts freaking out. He's like, "Wah!" And he'll be distracted for a second, which is great, especially if you're fighting other undead around you, including clickers and whatnot. So that's a good way to distract him for a second, to focus on everything else that's going on around you and keep him off your back for just a minute. Nail bombs are also very effective against a bloater because, well, on any of your enemies, in fact, they generally take a fairly high amount of damage to your enemy. So that's a very good way if you're trying to take some damage off of him and not get close to him. Those are very, very effective. Tip number 4, you're really going to want to use these 2 guns against him. They're the most effective. Shotguns are super effective against bloaters because of the amount of damage that they take from him, especially if you go for the face. Bringing up that other rule, shotgun to the face, that is like one of the best things you can pull off. But again, it is a little bit harder to attain when you're running away from this huge ass bloater, so I get it. But shotguns, that's going to be one of your best weapons to use. Your hunting rifle is another great weapon to use against a bloater because it also takes out high damage just like the shotgun. The one catch to using your hunting rifle or your shotgun is that that's ammo you don't come across a lot, which can be a little bit of an issue. You kind of have to either save up for a big boss battle, or you're gonna have to do with limited shots. Sometimes when you kill other clickers or anything around the bloater, they usually will drop extra ammo, but it might just be like your handgun or ammo that you're not always using. You can use any kind of ammo, anything against the bloater. So you can use your handgun and all your other weaponry. It just won't be as effective. Although never use your melee weapon, because if you get too close to him again, you're gone, you're dead. So that's the only weapon you can't really use. Now say you come across a bloater and he doesn't see you yet. So you want to try and play it stealthy. Now this is one of the tougher things to do in this game because you can't kill him with really one shot at anything. From my point of view, there are 2 ways to get through a bloater that doesn't notice you yet. And that's either 1, distracting him and sneaking around. They do follow noises just like clickers and the other zombies. So the best thing you can do if you want to play stealthy that way is throw a bottle either to another room or a different part of the location that you're at, so he will follow that noise and you can kind of sneak around and get past to where you need to go. The second way to get past a bloater in stealth would be to use your bow and arrow. Now, this can be a little hard to pull off. I've seen people do it, so you know it's possible. But if he don't see you, you start shooting him with arrows right in the face, You gotta get face shots. Those are gonna be what's effective. If you're gonna use your bow and arrow against a bloater that doesn't see you yet, you're going to have to aim for the face. Okay, this shouldn't be too hard because they generally don't move like clickers or any other enemy does. So that's working in your favor because he's not moving. However, as soon as you hit him, he's going to be tipped off, so he's going to start moving a little bit. But since you're using your bow and arrow, he's not going to know exactly where to go, which again will work in your favor. However, now he knows that something's happening. You can totally go for it. It's possible. I've seen it done. I've seen plenty of people do it. It's difficult, but it's possible. So you can stealth kill a bloater or throw something to distract him and sneak around him. However, that won't always be the case. So if you ever come across a bloater that you have to fight running around and he knows you're there, try and follow the tips from before. Remember your headshots. Remember to always be running ABR. Make sure you're using your Molotov cocktails and your nail bombs. And then, last but not least, make sure that you're using your shotgun ammo and your hunter rifle ammo because those will be the most effective. There you go. That's how to effectively kill a bloater. Now, if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. If you think there's another way to effectively kill a bloater and I didn't mention, please comment them down below. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and be able to connect with you guys. Also, if there are any other bosses or challenging parts of games that you can't get through, please comment down below and I'll be sure to make a video to help you guys get through it. Also, check out my other social media. I also stream on Twitch. Oh my gosh, that's so wrong. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you again soon. See ya.